Hi everyone, I'm Callie Kim. Today I'm going to share with you how to single stem your tomatoes. Now this is a real game changer. What it's going to do for you are two things. Allow you to grow double the amount of tomatoes in the same space and give you stronger, healthier plants, which is going to result in more tomato harvest overall. Welcome to my garden. I decided to single stem my tomatoes this year and I'm growing them up a tomato string trellis. First time for me for the tomato string trellis. You can see how to build it right here in this video. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I haven't been very happy with my tomato production over the past few years. And this method allows for a lot more air circulation under the tomatoes as you grow them up. Now, tomatoes are very prone to disease. When they have more air circulation, there's less disease, less soil splash from possible pathogens in the soil up to the tomato leaves. More airflow means healthier plants, manages the size so I can grow more in this little space here, and also allows for more sunlight penetration to the plants themselves, which really concentrates the tomato's energy into producing fruit rather than leaves. Now this is an advanced technique for growing tomatoes, but I'm going to break it down and show it to you step by step. So if you're a beginning gardener and feel yourself a little bit lost, no worries. You can just re-watch the video again till you feel comfortable implementing it in your garden. First off, to single stem your tomatoes, you need to plant them along a tomato string trellis, or if you don't have that, you want to have a nice, tall, sturdy stake or post. And this method is for indeterminate tomatoes only because they are large plants, they can get very bushy and out of control, and by single stemming them, you'll manage their size. Determinate tomatoes are a whole nother animal and you're not going to want to single stem your determinate tomatoes because it will affect your tomato production. So first off here, you want to start single stemming them when they're about 12 to 18 inches tall and they have one set of blossoms. So these are at the perfect size. We've got all heirloom tomatoes along here from my tomato seed collection. And to begin, you identify the main stem. Now this is really easy. Look at the bottom of your tomato plant and identify the stem that's the thickest. We've got a little branch coming up from the bottom. See how that stem is very thin? This one is nice and thick. This is the main stem that we're going to single stem and prune away all the excess. Now, I do wait until the tomato plants are 12 to 18 inches tall, as I mentioned, and have one set of blossoms. So this one here has got a set of blossoms coming out from the main stem, so we're all good to start pruning on that. And the reason why I like to wait until the plant is just a little bit bigger before I prune it and before I tie it to my string here is because it allows the stem to become a little bit thicker, get blown back and forth by the wind, and this way it'll be a much sturdier plant as opposed to starting to tie it and prune it when it's very, very small. Please thumbs up this video and subscribe. Thanks. Next, I'm going to remove the branches and the suckers that are underneath the first set of blossoms. And what this is going to do is really open up this airflow in here. Now, the tomato plant really doesn't need all these leaves below the first set of blossoms. What that's going to do is allow the plant to send its energy into producing tomatoes from these blossoms instead of maintaining all this leaf growth. So we'll go down here and let me show you what I mean. Here is a tomato branch coming out from the main stem. Here is a sucker coming out from the main stem and a branch. So it's kind of that little shoot that comes off in the armpit. This will eventually turn into a production branch, but what that's going to do is really have this tomato plant growing out of control here in this small space. And by removing it, or just snipping it off with a nice sharp pair of pruners here, as close to the main stem as you possibly can, but to allow the plant to really focus on more tomato production and manage the size. Now I'm also going to take off these lower branches here, snipping as close to the main stem as possible without damaging it. And what I'm doing in between my cuts, and I actually learned this little trick from the gardening channel with James Pergoni, is I'm dipping it in a jar of isopropyl alcohol. And what that does is help the tomato heal its cut quicker, so it can continue with fruit production and growth. And it's just a good practice to get into so you're not spreading bacteria and disease from plant to plant and from stem to stem. So we're going to snip it off. I'm also snipping this kind of random branch here coming from the bottom. It's probably from a branch I left in the plant, left on the bottom part of the plant when I put it in the ground. Snip that. And you'll notice here on this particular plant, that the blossoms are pretty high up on the stem here. So I'm not going to remove all these stems right now. I only want to remove about 30% of the stems and branches as you grow. And you can definitely remove more of them as the tomato grows. We have another sucker here. You want to catch them when they're small. They break off very, very easily that way. Now, if you want to, you can root these suckers in a jar of water and they will grow roots and turn into a whole new tomato. So it's a great way to clone your favorite tomatoes. We're going to cut this stem off, put in my alcohol, snip. Now look at all the leaves and branches I've just taken off, and look at how much airflow is now surrounding the plant. So imagine if all these branches were still on, the tomato would be sending so much of its energy into keeping these branches alive rather than into producing fruit for this plant. What this does is allow the plant sugars to concentrate its energy into producing better quality and sweeter fruit rather than keeping the leaves and the stems alive. There are a few more suckers here I'm going to remove, but I am going to leave these main lower branches here coming off the main stem to allow for more photosynthesis until the plant gets just a little bit bigger. Now let me show you another example here on my favorite tomato, Golden Jubilee. Gorgeous orange tomato, absolutely love it. And by the way, don't you just love the smell of tomato leaves? Just smells so gardeny and great. So here in Golden Jubilee, we have a much lower blossom and a couple little fruits coming on than we do on the first example I showed you. We've got the main stem, we've got our little blossom stem coming right off of that, but below it we have another stem that we need to take off. So here I've already pinched out a little sucker, you can see that. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this lower stem. Again, opening up the airflow and really improving the size management factor of this plant. Now here you can see we have a branch coming off the main stem here. It is actually above the blossom and the fruit set, but you can see here it's touching the ground. Now I don't want any leaves touching the ground because I don't want to risk the soil splashing up onto the plant and spreading possible pathogens. So I am just going to trim this leaf a little bit so it doesn't touch the ground. It's perfectly okay to do that. And as I follow the main stem up this plant, I'm going to look for other little suckers that I can pinch off. So we've got a little sucker right here. This one's small enough just to take off with my finger. Got another little tiny sucker coming out right here. I'm going to follow the main stem up the plant, just pinching off the suckers as I go. Next, I need to provide my tomato stem with some support as it climbs up the string. So in my original tomato string trellis, my plan was to wind the string around the tomato stem. But I've since changed to an easier and more safer method for the plant, and that is the tomato clip. These things are so handy. Here's how the clip works. There's a little groove in the back that the string goes into, that when you squeeze it, it helps hold the string in place. And it prevents the clip from sliding up and down the string, so it's nice and secure. And then you put the clip around the main stem of the tomato plant every few inches. These are very inexpensive. You can pick up a pack of 100 or 200 on Amazon. The link is in the video description. These are just so handy. You're going to love using these on your tomatoes. And what I'm doing too is I'm placing them right below what's called the fan leaf or the sun leaf. Now this is a big leafy branch. You can tell it's larger leaves that comes out from the main stem of the plant. Doesn't have a blossom set on it. These are nice sturdy leaves, so the plant is well supported. Now the key to this method working is keeping up with the pruning and clipping as the plant grows. So about once a week you want to come out and check your plants and then prune and clip as needed. Now, a little important tip when you're pruning your plant, you do want to leave some of these sun leaves because they have a very important function to the plant. Not only do they shade the fruit here from sun scald, which is a white patch that can, almost like a sunburn on the tomato that can appear. So it will shade the fruit in hot weather, but they're also photosynthesis powerhouses. The large leaves are vital for photosynthesis, converting sunlight into energy that the plant then uses for growth and fruit production. So as you're pruning, leave a few sun leaves on your plant that are around your tomatoes. So now I'm going to go through here and trim and prune all these other tomato plants here. I've got 4 plants in here all together. This is a chocolate stripes tomato from my tomato seed collection as well. Now here you can see we've got 2 stems here that kind of look like main stems. So what I'm going to do is pick the strongest main stem, which is this one here, trim out the bottom one. Definitely don't want this one here because that'll make this a very unmanageable plant. And trim off the bottom branches. Lateral branch, pruning off the bottom 6 inches. And that's all I'm going to do on this plant for now. We've got one set of blossoms coming on, but we'll let this other lower branch grow until the plant is just a little bit bigger. Love these clips. You can do it with one hand. It's so easy. I have all 4 of my tomato plants trimmed up, and wow, look at all the growth I took off. A lot more airflow, and I can grow 4 tomatoes in here in a space I would normally be able to grow only 2. So a lot more tomatoes, more sunlight penetration, and the plants are going to be so much healthier. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you're going to try single stem pruning in your garden this summer. Thanks for watching. See you next time in the garden.